and welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network here on YouTube on Wednesdays. And as you know, Wednesdays is special programming, and it's also a little earlier than I normally stream. I usually stream at 9 o'clock at nights, and I started streaming at 5, starting when I was working with Yano River Blue when we were doing some of the reviews of, LEGO Masters Season 2. And for those of you who have not heard, they are now taking applications for LEGO Masters Season 3. So if you're interested in applying, I think I just saw the announcement today. Some people have asked me if I'm thinking about applying, and honestly, I'm not sure. After seeing what's happened over the last 2 episodes, I have more fun reviewing them and seeing what the contestants are doing, especially when you see some of the different different challenges that they give to you. Like, for example, the one where you had to build against the wall, the cliffhanger episode. I was thinking, I'm not sure what I would do with that. So I'm kind of actually happy as a spectator. It's always good to be, the Monday evening quarterback, after the Sunday night football. Hey, how's it going, Alexander23Z? Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know if you heard, Alexander23, but there is a announcement for LEGO Masters Season 3 contestants. So I'm not sure if you're interested in applying or if other people are planning to do that, but I've been thinking about it, and I actually really enjoyed doing those review shows with Yano River Blue after the fact, and being able to review them and talk to people about them and give our opinions. I think that's probably where I'm going to stay. I just don't see myself doing a lot of that. I don't know. You never know. Things might change. But right now, I'm probably going to stay on the sidelines. And I did apply before. So, if they approach me, I'm going to say, look, you have my information. If things work out, let me know. But if they don't, not a big deal. Because, like I said, I think right now, I'm going to turn this volume down. I hope I don't sound too loud. I think for me, I have more fun talking about it than actually being on the show. Oh, Zach Martinez, how's it going? Hey, Debo, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. So, Debo, just so you know, LEGO Masters Season 3, there's just an announcement I saw today that they are starting to recruit for that. So I know you were one of the people who was applying last season, and you would kick butt on this show. So I hope you are thinking about applying again, and maybe your partner will reconsider and apply with you again, because I think you really should consider it. Yeah. She's telling us about LEGO Masters Season 3 apps are opening, Devo. That's right. I just heard it from 9 Brick City. 9 Brick City just sent me a notification. So, if you want to, we can start looking at the website if you want to do that. But anyway, I'm making the announcement now. LEGO Masters Season 3 is taking applications. So if you're interested in doing that, you may want to put your application forward. I'm thinking I may want to stay on the sidelines and do the reviews like I did with Yano River Blue last time. And then we could just do our overview about, what we think and what our opinions are, which is so much more fun, I think. I don't know if I want to be building for 10 hours at a time. So, oh, Lena Suarez is here too. Wow. And it's funny because I didn't make an announcement on Instagram about this. I usually try to be good about that, but I've been locked into doing some work for a customer today, and I'm uploading a file, and hopefully it's going okay. So anyway, your day just got better. Oh, cool. Well, I'm happy to hear that. So yeah, so you heard it on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. LEGO Masters Season 3 applications have opened up. They started putting out the ads, so take a look, check it out. You might be the next person that I get to mock. No, we wouldn't mock you. We would just say, I probably would have done things a little bit differently. You missed building for 10 hours at a time? Okay, well, maybe this is for you. So, and somebody had mentioned to me your name specifically, Debo, saying that you should definitely apply. And I wholeheartedly agree with this person. I said, you know, of all the things that you are capable of doing, Debo, with, you know, the mechanics, the technique, the shaping, did you just see Debo's lock that he just did? He made a padlock out of Lego. It looks amazing. Brickanista is now back on Twitter, by the way. Yes, I am today. And it was funny. Thank you, Lena, by the way. Lena gave me some training today on Twitter. And I was noticing that I had an old photo up there that I had to replace because it had a different trademarked product in it. So you're ripe for the mocking. Exactly, exactly. And it's not that, you know, and even when we were doing the reviews, I don't think we were really mocking people. What we were doing is just giving our review, our aesthetic beliefs about things, and it's so much easier doing that than trying to be a contestant. So I've applied before, and I mentioned it already. I said if they approach me, I'll say, go back to my previous applications, and then come see me, because I don't think I want to go do that again. I hope you apply. It'll make the season better. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And if anybody is watching this, either from the Lego group or from Endemol Shine, who is the television company, definitely check out Debo Bricks. At Debo Bricks on Instagram, and he also has a YouTube channel. So check him out. He would be great. In fact, I would even wager that if you don't get Debo in there, you won't have as good of a show, because he's also freaking hilarious. Because, you know, that's the other thing, is they're looking for entertainment, right? Is that they're looking for people with personalities. He comes up with puns all the time. He is so much fun. I mean, take a look at the dancing stream when we were on Twitch. And, you know, just the dad dancing you were doing, I mean, it was freaking hilarious. So, yeah. Yeah, so he's entertaining and he's talented. He knows Lego. Just put him on the show, would you? Be careful what you ask for, Debo. That's right. That's right. Exactly. Did you unfollow the Lego competitor company? I have not yet. I need to do that. I did change. What happened, I'll just be honest with you. What happened is that when I became the Brickanista, I was at Bricks by the Bay, and they had these competitor kits there. And apparently they got in trouble for that later. And they took a photo of me holding this thing, and that was what I was using for a long time for my profile pic. And I went in there with Lena today, and I said, oh, I better change that. And plus, you see that logo right here, that little panda logo right here? I mean, that I've only had for about, I don't know, 6 months or so, and I've been updating all of my social media to have that logo. And I think this is so much better anyway. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. If puns are needed, I'd sign up. Yeah, that's what we should do. In fact, Debo, what you should do, whoever you pair up with, you need to make the name of your team a pun of some sort. And then just work that into your interview about how you're a master of puns or something, because they, you know, television, they love that kind of thing. So yeah, I would definitely suggest doing that. Oh shucks, yeah, he's modest too, by the way. And he's from Michigan. So since it seems like the last season they had, what, 6 people from Michigan or 8 people from Michigan? Yeah, so that's another thing. Michigan person, lots of puns, talented builder. What more could you ask for, right? So anyway, best of luck to you, Debo. We know that you could represent us really well. There's an old video with Pandy voiced over by Naomi. Yeah, actually that video. Okay, so since Lena is mentioning all of this, that I have this video on YouTube where I have my voiceover as the voice of Pandy Panda. I also put that on my Instagram account a while ago, but it's been a while. And the other thing I've recently done is I've started following voiceover actors on Instagram. And I found this one guy. It was funny because he left this audio for people to say, Thank you for calling. The person you are trying to reach does not listen to voicemail and prefers text messages. Please leave them a text message and they will get back to you as soon as possible. And I was thinking, that's freaking brilliant. Because then you can just, he gives you permission to download his voice as long as you give attribution. And you just say, yes, this is now my voicemail message. And then that way, anybody who really knows you will have your cell phone number and text you there. So anyway, but yeah, that is pretty funny. Debo, would you team up with me? Oh, wow. Are we getting hookups now on the Brickanista Broadcast Network of prospective? I told you, Debo, you're going to have people like begging you to be on their team. I thought it was Joel. I think Joel has dibs on you before Lena, because he kept saying that Joel could be the villain of the show and Debo would carry the team based on his ability to build. I'd kill to be Debo's partner. See? There we go. See, Alexander 23 wants to be your partner, Debo. They'd have to split us up early so we wouldn't bother the quiet builders. Oh, that's funny. Lego of my puns. Yeah, that could be funny, but you can't use the word Lego. You probably can't use the word Lego as your team name. It's an adorable video. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm thinking, seriously, dudes, I'm thinking about that voiceover acting could be something that I could add to my repertoire next year. So I'm thinking already about 2022. And there are several voiceovers I've done already for people. People have hired me to do voiceovers for other things, or they've asked me to loan my services for either videos, for stop motion videos. I've done one for, and I did a really horrible French accent. Or European accent. Yeah. Brickanista just made my audition video. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, take that clip and just say, you need to hire Debo. In fact, that would be funny. You know, audition clips are normally the person who talks about themselves. You should do a mashup video of all these people explaining why you're an awesome person and should be on the show. So that might be another way to go with a different audition tape. Oh, Doc Samson and Debo. Doc and Debo. Oh my God, that is hilarious. You know, if they had a puppet on the show and then they could bring back the Will puppet. Oh my God, that would be hilarious. Cornado, I thought, made the pact with Debo. No, it was Joel. Joel did. Though I think Cornado and Debo also, they have their own pact about the dinosaur builds going after, the fart group, the fully armored reptilian transports versus the, what was it? The other team that Debo has. Yeah. The Blavender team. Yeah, that's true. Blavendaria. I still think you should go with the puns. I think whatever name you come up with a pun name and work the puns into your video and also showcase your builds. And then put in some kind of, heartstring story in there about, somebody who inspired you and how, that person, because of that person, you are now this person who has excelled in Lego. Yes, fart, fully armored reptilian transport, and then SARS. That's it. SARS is the other one that Debo has. So yeah, imagine Cornado with his fart group, and SARS with Debo, and their different builds fight each other. You missed a chapter of Debo. Yes, you're not up to date. You need to be part of the book of Debo. That's what we'll start creating chapters of Debo there. Debo, your builds speak for themselves. Yes, they do, Zach. That's so true. There's your audition tape right there. Well, that's part of the audition tape. The other part is the personality. And the other thing too is that, one of the things that Debo has is he's got that fun personality that, people like to hang out with Debo. So, yeah. Studs in your area. Local studs could be a team name. I don't know about that. But Snack Foods Acquisition Rover. Yeah, Sentai. That's right. The Snack Foods Acquisition Robo Sentai. Yeah, so Alexander 23, you need to catch up. You need to catch up on the SARS versus FART teams. They're hilarious. Yeah, when someone says Galactus, you think Debo. Exactly. You've got Galactus that he's done. Yeah, like I said, I think you should put the Corgi in there too. The robotic Corgi. You got to put that in your demo tape as well. And then, like I said, you got to come up with the heartstring story. That's one thing that, I think, we heard about Kelsey with Don and Jack. So we had that. We had the heartstring story about the friend, what was his name? Glenn, I think, that Zach and Wayne had, that they did a tribute to him. You got to have a heartstring story, too, somewhere. Building Sentai Brickinger is more of a Sentai name. Oh, okay. I tell people all over the state about Debo's Galactus because of its beastliness. Well, the other thing, Debo, here's another suggestion for your demo video, is you have always talked about bringing Galactus with you in your car, like in the seat as the passenger. You need to have a video of Galactus going to a convention in your car like that. So, or going to an event. It doesn't have to be a convention, but that would be a hilarious video, that you travel around with Galactus in your car. Debo did Robo Corgi. I forgot about that. Yes, he did Robo Corgi. Yeah, that was, I think, the Logan challenge. He did that. I can't remember, but good luck, everyone. Casting will have a hard time this season. Yes, it will. Glenn. Okay, did Glenn just join? Did I miss Glenn here? I know Glenn usually says meow when he shows up. I don't see Glenn here. Anyway, you actually put the Corgi in your first audition tape. Well, you might have different people reviewing the tapes. So, but like I said, Galactus in the car seat, driving with you to places, and then you'd take Galactus out and, have some video about that. I think that would be hilarious. Okay, so what is today? Today is Wednesday, and I'm trying something new called Retrofits and Reworks, or Reworks and Retrofits. So whatever I came up with on the fly. And what I'm going to do is, as many of you have remembered, I have made this dojo / ramen house, which is kind of a retrofit, which I retrofitted from the mock improv episode, and then I retrofitted this dojo from the interior of the Destiny's Bounty. And now I'm going to do a mashup with this, because I'm going to take Pigsy's noodle bowl and put that on top as like the almost like the sign. So I think that's what we're going to be doing. Actively looking for a car seat? Yes, you need to look for a car seat for Galactus. Absolutely. Naomi, you need to sign up for the Lego Master Season 3. Your Corgi Brickhead could be the sad story. I don't know, maybe. I'll be honest with you. I've already applied twice, and they've said no to me twice. And I've tried to be my charming self and, tried the best I could to, I guess be appealing, but for some reason I don't meet their demographic. That's what I think. That's what I'm going for. So I think I do a better job being a commentator. It's kind of like, all right, I'm going to date myself here. All right, do you guys know, remember Howard Cosell? Okay, so Howard Cosell, or Madden, John Madden, right? They were commentators. They don't make the best athletes. I kind of feel the same way about me. I probably make a better commentator than I would an athlete. So, and I kind of think of the Lego Masters Season 3 as athletes. And I make a good side commentator, right? It's always amazing to repurpose old MOCs and give them new life. Exactly, yeah. If you need a goof, I could be the goof. Okay. Oh, I see. You want me to apply with you. I see. No, I don't think I'm going to apply this year. Now, is this build different from the building inspired from the photo, or are you one and the same? No, the one that was inspired by the photo, which I still never heard back from the artist, by the way, is the coffee shop. And what I did, the coffee shop, the dojo used to be on top of the coffee shop. But then when I saw the interior of the Destiny's Bounty, I took the interior of that and put it on top of this noodle house, which is fairly new. So yeah, you're right. In fact, my coffee shop, you can kind of see it in the background. It's right there. So the coffee shop needs a retrofit as well. Brickanista, the Howard Cosell of A Falls. Exactly. I think that's what I'm going to market myself as. It's like, no, I don't want to be on the show. I want to be the commentator on the side of the show. And who knows? I mean, and you know what's cool is that Aaron, as you know, Aaron has, from season 1, he is now an official Lego designer. So what do you bet? For season 3, he's going to be another guest judge. I'm predicting it here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Now, okay, so anyway, so here is Pigsy's Noodle Bowl. And I have Debo also to thank for recommending this build, because he mentioned this build, how much fun it was, and also that it had panda items in it. So you notice there's no panda items here, because I'm going to keep the panda items intact, and this is going to get a retrofit. We're going to pretty much take the noodle bowl off of this, which I've seen many other streamers do, is they take the noodle bowl off and use it for something else. So I'm going to put it as a rooftop piece on top of this noodle shop, which I think will be really cool. You're trying to start a lug for Bionicle. Yes, in fact, Bio Lug is what is, I think you're calling it right now. You're aiming for Debo Bricks, the Yul Brenner of A Falls? Yes! Yes! I'll be Howard Cosell and you could be Yul Brenner. The thing is, those references, all the millennials will have no clue what we're talking about. So we'll be shooting for a much older demographic. I'm trying to think who would be a good person right now. Oh, what's his name? Howie. Who's the football? Who used to be a football? What's his? I want to say Howie Mandel, but I know it's not Mandel. But anyway, there's a football player, Howie, who's also now in commentating. So I'm gonna go for the commentating route. I think I'm better suited there. I think it's better for me. Okay, so I'm gonna do a transition here to my main screen. Yes, Bio Lug for the Bionicle Lug. Yeah, exactly. See, Alexander 23 has no clue who Yul Brenner is. So that's why I'm telling you, Debo, you need to come with another. How about Costanza, right? Wasn't Jerry Seinfeld's sidekick? You could be him. You could be Costanza. Or is that's? Am I thinking about? Am I thinking about the right character? I think I am. Okay, so we're taking this apart. Essentially, here's the base. You know, with this was very cool, by the way. So I don't know if you can see this, but the let me turn this aside. Oh my gosh, Squiddo's here. How did Squiddo get here? The Kraken. All right, I was looking for this guy, so now I know. He was inside the noodle bowl, hiding in the noodle bowl. So there he is. George, that's it, George Costanza. You almost got thrown over my head. You got the sports references, and I'm a millennial. Oh, all right, cool. Well, like I said, I need to come up with a more modern commentator than Howard Cosell. But my point is, Howard Cosell and John Madden probably are not the best athletes out there, but they do a good job as far as, you know, commentating. Okay, so one thing cool about this, just out of the bat, is that this thing has kind of a rotating kind of platform like this. So I think we kind of want to keep that. And you notice that what I had done is I left the labels off. So I did that deliberately. The labels are not on there. He wanted to be calamari. Okay, Yin Yang 847, how are you? We are tearing apart the Pigsy's noodle bowl, so then that way we could put it on top of my ramen shop. Yeah, how are you? I hope you're doing well. We were just talking about sports commentators. Oh, Bob Costas, that's what I should say. I'm the Bob Costas, because doesn't he do the Olympics too? Madden is still a household name. Well, that's true. That is true. Alright, so anyway, before I tear this apart, I wanted to mention that, let me turn this way. So you have these little spikes here, the fork, and this fork, it moves up and down with that lifter arm. So I'm gonna maybe keep this intact and use this for something else, but I want to keep that rotating aspect. So you can see here's the rotator. You have a John Madden Football 1995 for the Sega. Okay, yeah, Bob Costas. I'll be Bob Costas. That's gonna be my plan. Is that instead of trying to be, you know, Tom Brady, right, the GOAT, instead of trying to be the GOAT, you could be the GOAT. Okay, so Debo's the GOAT. He's Tom Brady. I'll be Bob Costas doing the play-by-play of when Tom Brady is on the field, or when he's on the field. So I'd be interested to find out what percentage of millennials demographic watch this season of Lego Masters. I have a feeling quite a few. Quite a few. In fact, even younger than millennials. What are the new generation called now? I don't know. What's this new generation going to be called? Okay, so I think this is what we need. This rotator. And like I said, we're retrofitting this. So this and this is the, oops, sorry, this is the turn mechanism. And then this thing has got to sit on top of that. Now, I may, at this point, this is something else that I learned from this episode, or this build, is that this is a classic upside down build. Because you build it this way, but it actually is going to go upside down into the build. Punks? What, the newest generation are called punks? That's funny. Alright, well, I'm going with the Bob Costas. I think the Bob Costas reference is something I could roll with. Oops. Alright, here's one of those connector pieces. So let me put this down here, because we need that to keep it intact. But I just dropped the other one. And this is here. If Debo's a coach, he could be Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson was a great player, but not a good coach. He didn't know how to teach. Okay. I think Lena, you wrote that the wrong way. I think what you meant to say is that Debo is more like Magic Johnson because he's a great player. What about Tin Spoon? I have no idea what Tin Spoon is. Sorry. I'm like really out of my references here. Okay, so anyway, so going back to the rotation piece, I mean, I'm just trying to show you how this thing has been put together. It has this axle here, and the axle eventually will need to go through here. Aha. So maybe I just need a shorter axle pin. Maybe we could just get by with a shorter axle pin, because in here, I don't know if you could see that, but it is the pin, the axle with the nail head, and that keeps it in place. You're so lost with the sports references. Okay. Lena, that is spot on. And Magic went to MSU. Oh, okay. Okay, well maybe you did mean that. I don't know. Alright, so I think just looking at this, since I have this here, we're going to take the arms off. Yeah, I think we're going to take the arms off, and those are just held by this pin right here. So let me do that. Take this pin off. See if I can do it. Suspended in the air. See, that's the problem. And I tell people this when they say, oh, streaming doesn't seem that hard. I go, you try building when you have something suspended in the air. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take this pin out. I think I'm going to look for a shorter one. Essentially, as I mentioned, this is an axle with a nail head on it. Sorry, Debo's a great builder, but Debo may not be able to tell people how to build without showing them. Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe. All right, I'm gonna put this down because, like I said, I need the leverage. And see if I can pull this out. There we go. So you can see that this whole mechanism, and this was this hand with the shield, you know, which was really cool. And this too was a cool feature, is, and we can recoup some of these pieces, like this tile. This tile, by the way, is freaking hilarious, and it had a shooter mechanism. So if you push this, the shooter pops out. There we go. And this was a ramen noodle tile. Check that out. That is freaking hilarious. So you can, here, I'll zoom in for you so you can see this noodle tile. Oops. Come on, work with me, camera. So you see how the noodle tile has this egg on it, and it's a ramen noodle. Anyway, now you can't see Debo snatching Lego from someone to build it. Well, you know, that's why you have Joel. See, that's Joel's job. Joel is supposed to be the villain. So Joel and Debo have been in discussions for a while. Though I will say, Debo and Cornado would also make a good pairing, because they do a lot of things together. Okay, so I'm going to set these tiles aside, because I think they can be useful elsewhere. But this whole set, if you haven't picked up this Pigsy's Noodle Bowl set, it was very, very cool. I mean, some of these features, like I said, this little arm feature, I'm sorry, my camera is like upside down today for some reason. I can't work with it. There we go. Yeah. And then this little arm connection. Yeah, that noodle tile is awesome. You think Debo's team will get golden on episode 1 and then burn it on episode 2? You don't even know who Debo's partner is going to be yet. And by the way, I'm not trying to be rude to Debo. I'm just joking. Yes, we all know you're joking. Don't worry. I think Joel and Debo for the win. I agree. That's if Debo wants him. See, I told Debo, I said, you could pretty much pick whoever you want to be your partner. So he should think very carefully about who he can build with, who he would have the most fun with, and who he could banter with and have a good story together. Because that's the other important part, is that, you know, a lot of the teams were family members, so maybe you have a family member you could build with. Okay, so I'm going to yank off this other arm. And for those of you who missed that episode, let me get this into the camera. Like I said, this is upside down for me, so I'm having to maneuver it. So this is the pig Gatling gun, which is freaking hilarious. This Gatling gun, when you turn it, these little red, those little red studs will pop at you. In fact, I'm turning it straight up, so let's see. Yeah, so you can see. Uh-oh. Actually, I better not do that. If they fall on the floor, I got a dog here now, so anyway. Let's see. Oh, it ain't rude at all. It's the most accurate assessment of me, trust me. And they'll ask Debo why they used it. He'd say, for the hell of it. Oh, as far as why they used the golden brick? Yeah, it could be. It would be kind of fun to have an evil team, but I don't think that should be Debo's team. That should be some other team. Let us hate some other team for the episode. Let's not hate Debo's team. No, Debo for the win. In fact, we should make t-shirts ahead of schedule and lobby to have Debo on the team. I wonder if that would work. If that way you can say you came with your own fan club. I used that piece because it was there. Or even better, what if the season 3 team actually put the golden brick in their build? Has anybody ever done that? Or is that against the rules? Because then if they say, are you planning to turn in the golden brick? It's like, no, we needed it for our build. You heard it here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I don't know if anybody's ever done that, but season 3, think about it, contestants. You want a Bionicle Lego Masters. That's not going to happen. You know that's not going to happen. So I'm going to yank this off, and like I said, I need the leverage, so I'm going to do that here. There we go. All right, so the arms are off now. I do have a pig Gatling gun that I could use for later, so that could come in handy. I think I'm going to keep that intact. Lego Masters are bust. Seriously, I think it would be hilarious if we came up with t-shirts and then showed up at conventions between now and... So Bricks LA is coming up, Bricks Cascade. We could have a Debo fan club. We could do the Debo fan club and then, you know, lobby to have Debo on the show. How many Lego Masters have a fan club before they actually get on the show? Not a lot. You would so build in the golden brick and use it at the same time. Exactly! Because it's a wild card. That's why I was saying they should totally do that. And then when they say, do you plan to use the golden brick? It's like, as a matter of fact, we are using the golden brick, but we're using it in the build. Write down these notes. It may be helpful. Okay, so anyway, I know we're just being silly here. Oh, that's right. I wanted to look for a smaller axle than this. So let me see if I have one. But seriously, Debo, start thinking about who is it that you could build with and have a backstory. I mean, do you have any brothers or sisters? It seems like they really liked having those brother-sister teams. Aha! I think this might be the one. That might be too short though, but that might be a possibility. Vote Debo for Lego Masters Season 3 political signs and shirts. I don't know if you want to go political. I think we should just say Debo Fan Club. The Debo Bricks Fan Club. Somebody said Debo or bust. That would be funny too. Yeah. You'd probably lose it knowing your sad luck as far as losing the brick. No, you can't lose the brick because you put it in your build. That way, if you end up losing, then you just walk away and just have the brick there. Vote Debo for Lego Masters Season 3, yeah. My assumption would be they wouldn't let them use it. Ergo, it'd be like an unfair advantage to the others. Well, not if you use it for decoration. You know, if you want to use it just like on the outside, so then that way what you can do is you can say, yes, we're done, and are you going to use the golden bricks? Like, no, it's sitting right there on top of the structure, but if we needed to use it, we could take it off and submit it. We are Debo. Oh my god, that's hilarious. We are Debo, D-E-B-O, though it'd be D-E-E-B-O. That's freaking funny. Oh, okay, here's a black one. Oh no, that one doesn't have the nail head on it. Hold up. I'm not concentrating on building. Make sure that said Debo-tees. Yeah, I mean, the Debo-tees. I guess we would have to change the pronunciation if we're Debo-tees. I'm looking for anything with the nail head on it. But, okay, so this might be the one. That's quite a bit shorter, though. That might not be long enough. I was looking for one kind of in between. I know that they make one in a... Oh, wait. I see a brown one. Is that a little bit longer? Yes. That might be it. We got that brown one going. The Debo-tees. I like the Debo-tees. Brick it and build it good. Brick it good. I think we should start singing that. When a Debo comes along, you must brick it. Start working on the lyrics. You must brick it. Yeah, we can do that. We even can come up with dance choreography too if we wanted to. Yeah, I think we should go for that. Brick it good. So maybe we can say we are Debo on the front, and then on the back say brick it good. I think that would be awesome. We are Debo. Dare to be creative. Debo plays Bricket. All your brick are belong to us. Okay, maybe if Debo doesn't want to run with these, I should come up with a line of t-shirts that say that. I love that. All your brick belong to us. Yeah, that's freaking funny. All right. Okay, I think I've exhausted my supply of nail head top axles. But we have 3 sizes to work with. This was the original, so I think we know we're not going to use this. But we'll play around with these 2 sizes instead. We'll see what happens with that. Funny hats that look like 3 Lego bricks stacked. Yes! Yes, we could do that. And it would be hilarious. Is that we walk around a convention and then we can say we're the Debo-tees. And then we wear the t-shirts that say we are Debo. And then on the back say brick it good. I love it. I love it. I don't know if you like it, Debo. Olivia Newton-John, hopelessly devoted to you. Yes. That would be a sweet shirt. Which one? The hopelessly devoted or the brick it good? I think you should coin that phrase. I think we're gonna have to do that, Debo. When you start YouTubing again, you're gonna need to, and then you can even say, the very first line of the song is like, when a problem comes along, you must brick it, right? You could totally do that. A 4x4, a 2x2, and a stud for a hat. Well, I'm thinking you might have to use like these, right? That are bigger, but you need something that, the head will fit through. Anyway, yeah, come up, let Debo design the hats. That would even be even better. We can say we wear these hats and they're designed by Debo. We could even make it like a Debo couture. Debo couture, where you have Debo t-shirts, Debo hats, and then if we just keep promoting this, and then they'll have to let you on the show. I mean, who else has a fan club? And then they could even talk about it, and it's like, how did you get all these fans? It's like, oh, it's because I build and I'm funny. And anyway, I'm going to take this turkey off because don't really need the turkey. It's kind of like, what's the point of this turkey here, right? Yeah, never quite understood that. And I think, these chopsticks can be kind of appealing because if you think about it, here's the top of the roof. And right now, yeah, it's kind of, I have to think, oh, that's right, there's this bowl piece. Yeah, that actually is about the right size. I thought about that old meme Debo of all your base are belong to us. Yeah, that's another one. I think we should just, flood the internet with all these memes about Debo. And that we're the Debo-tees. we're the disciples and the Debo-tees of Debo. And then that would help you get on the show. because the network's gonna look for interesting stories like that. All right, something is in the way. Okay, hold up. Pot fell off. There we go. So the details on this, for those of you who haven't built this set or didn't watch me build it when I built it on stream, the zero wing meme, squeaky squad for life. Yeah, but the thing about this strategy we're talking about is we are talking about people showing up in force, in cosplay essentially, at conventions, specifically where Debo's going to be, and saying we're the Debo-tees. Okay, so if you haven't seen this before, you can see that you have this fish here, you have various food. I think that's supposed to be, an egg. You have a pot and some other things. And this is just very, very playful. And I think we would probably not put Pigsy there, but some other character, right, could go on top. And if the shirt says devotees, it's kind of punny. Exactly. Exactly. We're the devotees, and we're wearing devotees. Now, this is interesting because I left it blank because I thought it would make a good sign. And the sign that came with it doesn't really match the color scheme because the original stickers that came with this were pink and white to match, you know, the pink and white of the pig and the bowl. So I'm taking that out, but I am thinking that this, going back to our original plan, and let's see, I know this thing rotates. That was the plan. Or maybe the whole thing rotates and these are supposed to be static. I'm trying to remember. Just remember, Debo, no one is allowed to talk to you unless they speak to Debo to set up an appointment. Or you can make it like the Squid Game, where he's got the square and we all are wearing triangles and circles. We don't speak to him until spoken to. We can show up in green sweat green tracksuits with with the this is not going to be long enough. Green tracksuits. What am I trying to say? We'd show up in green tracksuits with the or with the numbers on them, kind of like Squid Game. All right, I think I'm going to have to go with this one, which is a little longer. This one's too short. Though I guess, well, let's rethink this. Sorry. You got to keep it professional. Yeah, I probably don't want to reference Squid Game. But we can still do Debo, D-E-B-O. We have to say D-E-E-B-O. My copy of the Zero Wing was destroyed several years ago in a fire. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so let me think about this again. Now, this rotator, I thought this part was rotating, but it's actually, I think, the whole bowl that rotates back and forth on this. Because this spindle, let's see, I'm going to turn this upside down so you can see the bottom. Actually, I don't need this right now. Hold up. Alright, so this, I think, was supposed to go here. And then this. So I think in the end, this will go on here. And, I seem to remember now. Okay. So this whole mechanism spins the bottom. All right. Okay, I think we're gonna need, one more of these round pieces, and I happen to have one in yellow, just handy, which is kind of odd. I usually don't have this piece on my desk. You were talking about Debo keeping it professional as a joke. Oh. Well, we're trying to get him on the show. Let's be honest here. Let's be real here. That's our purpose in life, is to get Debo on the show, and he can pick whoever he wants to be his, build partner. I think Joel would be hilarious because, Joel keeps talking about wanting to be the evil person. Okay, this is gonna have to come off. All right, let's do this. All right. So we have a rotator here. So this will rotate like that. Now the question is, how do we secure the bowl? All right, what am I missing here? Oh, maybe actually that might have attached. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's going on? All right. I'm hesitating because I could have sworn this was flush just a minute ago. I guess it attaches to this plate here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it was a little lower. That's what I was expecting. And I'm trying to remember, I thought this top part swiveled too, but it's not swiveling like I had expected. Alright, I'm just going to take this off for a moment. Just going back to this again. I'm wondering if I'm missing, I'm trying to figure out where this piece went. If this was supposed to be here. No, that's not, it's not right. Okay. Well, maybe it does swivel the whole thing, because the axle goes in here. We gotta use the longer one now. They can have their people call my people. Oh. Right. Okay, so good news here is that this goes all the way through to that section. So that's a good sign. But I can't remember if this top part swivels or not. I thought it did. Debo, do you have yours handy? Does this top part swivel around like this? Or maybe I should take these off and then put the whole bowl down on this and have it connect, if it will. Oh, that's right, it's upside down building. I forgot. It's upside down building, so yeah, it wasn't meant to connect. It's only for the shape. Never mind. It's all coming back. You know, you only build something once. You can't remember everything. At least I can't. It's a puzzle to disassemble. Yeah. Music seems very mellow tonight. Good selection. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's, what is this? I think, let me check. This is on Pretzel Rocks. Okay, I don't want to mess with anything, but we're listening to Unity right now. So, it swivels at the treads. So right here, it does swivel here as well. Because it seems like it's catching on something. Oh, it's the chopsticks. Let me get these chopsticks out of the way for a moment, shall we? Let's see. The shape is right and the alignment is correct, but the swiveling, it stops there, and for some reason I think it's hitting this. Alright, I'm gonna try something. Good metaphor. You found a way to connect it by snot and snout. On the side where the arms were. Oh, over here? Oh, I see. So you did connect the top bowl to the bottom bowl, and you removed the arm pieces. Is that right? Yeah, that might make sense. Okay, well, for now, the good news is that we know that this can move together, and we've connected the top and the bottom to this axle here. So it could move as one unit. And then when we connect this with this little platform that we built, then this will fit directly on top of the so yeah, so we just have to center it and then connect them in place. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so that will go there. Castlevania music, dead on. Oh. Yeah, you like that I'm going through the waterfall underground part of the castle. Oh, very cool. Nice. Underground caverns. That sounds dope, yo. That sounds totally dope. Okay. Alright. So this should fit with this axle pin. Alright, hold up. I know it. This is where I always have an issue aligning these. Okay. Alright. Ah! Alright, so this top is connected to the bottom. It is swiveling. Now the question is, how do I get the bowl this to attach here so that they stick together? Oops. Ooh, I just heard a piece go flying off. I think there was a 2x2, maybe? Oh, it ricocheted. It was this piece here. Ah, I was right. It's a 2x2, but it is a jumper. So the cool news, let's start with the good news. The good news is that this does fit on top of this perfectly. Equips demon card. Okay, what did I miss? You need to charge your Switch. Okay. Well, I missed a lot here. What did I miss? Underground caverns. Yeah, I got that. Okay. I feel like I missed something, but I'm not sure what. Okay. Alright, so let's go back. I think going back to retrofits, this is not that secure as a connection. Let's go back and pull this off. Alright. So this here is connected here. And they connect it using a 2x2 like round. And I guess they did that because this one connects here on this side and this one connects on this side. But that is a really kind of a light connection there. Those two 2x2 jumpers. It's Debio. Well, if it's part of the Brickanista Broadcast Network, that is totally correct. That it is Debio. Or I should say, it's Deeb-yo. Just say it that way. I like that, Zach. That's a great idea. Okay, so let's go back to how do we connect this to here so it's a cohesive unit? Because we have upside down building to regular building, and we have this layer of kind of this rounded, it's not tile, but it's these curved pieces. Because we don't really need it to function similarly to, you know, swiveling back and forth necessarily. All right. This is where, you know, maybe you can get those, what do you call them? Oh. I think they're called, I call them baby bottle pieces, 1x1 with stud. Let me see if this is gonna work. Because I'm thinking about, you have to put something in here and then have something else connecting on top of that. I'm wondering if these would work. I'll use the black ones so you can see the contrast. Bill Biv Debo. Now you know. Okay. Alright. So I guess this may not. Those are. Now these holes look like they're almost the size of Technic pin holes, but are they stud holes? What are those? Let's see. We must find a way to connect these. Must find a way. Alright, so studs will fit in that way. Will they also fit in this way? Nope. So as Debo was mentioning, we're trying to find a way to connect these. So then that way we can have something attaching here. I'm just using this as an example to just kind of look at it. And I just saw this the other day in a mock. What did I see that? Oh. Technic maybe. I'm wondering if a half lifter arm yeah, this is why they call it retrofits, and we're just kind of playing this by ear right now. Ooh, we have these corner ones. I'm trying to remember how I saw this and where I saw this, but it was half lifter arms that were threaded through. I'm trying to match one that's just like that. I think I have another one in here. Okay, this might work in a bizarre way, and I'll explain in a minute. Okay, because I need to make sure there's enough room for the axle to fit in there, so we may have to do it this way. So, in other words, this is really just acting like a stand. Oh, I thought that was the same size. I guess it doesn't really matter. It would be nice if they were the same size, but let's try these dark gray ones. Are these the same size? No. I don't have two of the same size in the same color. And then I also have these. These, I call them coat hangers because they look like coat hangers, but I don't know what the official term is. Okay, so let's start with, I want to make sure they're the same size. So let's start with these, even though they're different colors, they're the same size. I just need to move this over one. Okay, so you can see they're kind of off center because they both need to kind of support this. Yeah, I think I need them to be longer. Alright, let's try the coat hanger ones. See if these coat hanger ones will work. No, oh, maybe. Wait a minute. Will that work? No. Okay, so we're back to this. Like I said, I think I need this size. I think I need two of these. Alright, let's see if my theory here works. Let's see. Oh, maybe I did need to do it this way. And then I think, yeah, this is why I need the longer ones, is I think the pin will fit in there. And then that will secure it down. So I do need a longer one. Or maybe those coat hanger ones will work, but it won't be as secure, so I need a longer one. Wait a minute. Aha! I do have another one. Yay! Okay, so I don't know if you see what I'm doing here, but I'm theorizing. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that a pin-to-pin technique is going to make this work. And if I can line these up. Oh boy. I can line that up there. I want it to be forward because you need it to be flush. Oh boy. Okay, let's try maybe one of these angle ones. No, that has axle pins. Because I have to leave that hole open so I can put the axle through there. No! I need you to work. Alright. Alright, maybe I just need this all the way to the edge. Let's see. Do we have two pins that line up? Alright, that lines up. That kind of lines up. Okay, that might work, but that's not aligned. That's not centered. This is kind of centered. Alright, let's try that. Alright, let's try that. Okay, so I'm going to put a pin here. Will the pin fit? Yes. Okay, pin fits. And the other one I think would be here. Okay. Alright, let's see if this is going to do what I think it's gonna do. If it does work, it'll be a Brickanista technique. Okay, that's because it's a half lifter. I wonder if well, that might still be okay because it's flush with the roof. We just need it to be attached, but is this going to be too much space? Yeah. Well, no. Hold up. It's gotta line up with the axle. We got this experimentation going on. Yeah, I think this is, if I remember right, this might be cinematic music. Kind of like what you would hear on, what is it? What was the name of that show? Gladiator? Something like that. Like I said, I'm not even sure if this is gonna work, but I'm winging it. I'm winging it. No. All right. How come I had it aligned before? Maybe I just had it on the 1 instead of 2. It's like, roll the tape back. What did I do? What did I do before? Yeah, it's just trying to attach something that's upside down to something that's right side up. How do you do that so it all fits? Okay, so that fits, but that's not in alignment anymore. So do I need to move this back? Okay, now I'm like totally confused. What? I had it too. You saw the tape. See, now it's like off. All right. You see what I'm trying to do though? It's like this pin, maybe what I'm trying to do, you know what I probably should do? In fact, now that I'm thinking out loud, this probably is irrelevant to the center pin because, I'll explain why. We just need this to connect to the bottom somehow with another, like another one of these. This is why I would not make it on Lego Masters because all right, actually, all right, let me redo this. Let's start all over. And by the way, the ad for Lego Masters Season 3, they don't even put the winners on the ad. They put Natalie and Michelle and Randall and Sarita as the people, and it's kind of like, yeah, we want you to apply, but these people didn't win. You know, what's your message here, Endemol Shine? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? All right, so I'm regrouping here, if you're wondering what's happening. Is I know that there's got to be a way to connect these, but I don't even know if a 1x1 bracket would work. You know, say? That is weird. Yeah, it is weird. Okay, let's see. Like Devo said, you might have to use a combination of brackets and snot bricks to get this to attach. But it would be cool in the end if this thing could attach like this. We already figured out the turning mechanism, so that's fine. Because that will connect to the bottom, and that will turn together as one spot. Wonder if the stores will have them in stock. As far as what product. Something weird's happened in the bandmates S2 last night. They went from coming soon to back ordered before midnight. You back ordered 12 of them. Huh, wow. Okay, well it's a good thing you got your back order in. So you think that shenanigans are about? Because didn't they say season 3 bandmates were on pause? Yeah. I call shenanigans. Alright, so I'm going to see, there is, you see that there is a pin right here. I'm going to see if this pin will line up with maybe a 1x1 bracket. Right here, and that might be what it takes, maybe. Who knows? And I won't worry about the color for now because I don't think I have these in white. But here's, for example, that. Oh no! All right, let's take it one step at a time, Brickanista. Everything's falling apart. What's that strange? Well, the fact that he placed the order and then it said it was back ordered and then all of a sudden it's sold out. So, I mean, unless he bought the last 12. Maybe you bought the last 12 and you cleaned them out, Debo. Maybe that's what happened. So here's a thought. What if you put a bracket and then used a plate or a tile to connect these? Would that be possible? I don't know. It all has to do with the alignment of all of these connections. I'm going to try a couple different things. That's a 1x1. That's a 1x1 down bracket. I might need like a 2x2, or maybe not. There are 5 figs that are must-haves, but you would collect them all. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are the weird thing is this is at an angle, so it's kind of like, how would you connect those? But I'm gonna try. Let's give it the good college try, as they say. All right, so I've got 1x1 brackets here, and I'm seeing if I can line these up like that to connect with these here, but it looks like they're going to be off a bit. Yeah, those are going to be off too. We just want to connect these two together. How would we do that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Aha. Would a bracket there work? Let's take a look. That would be down bracket 2x2. So I'm putting a 2x2 down bracket here and seeing if that will connect on this side, on the back. It will not connect to anything else on the exterior, would it? Oh, wait a minute. What if oh, I think I got it. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. Take this piece off, which is the billboard. I'm going to put another bracket here and then put a 2x4 plate and see if that connects them all together. So if I do that, will that line up with the 2x4 or not? Or is that too much space? Do I need to pull out something else? Because there's also this plate here. Is that plate even necessary? I guess it is to connect that, but there is a 1x1. Hold up. There's a 1x1 there. That may not be needed. Aha. Oh, I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Okay. And then, wait a minute. Where? Oh, wait a minute. Is this not connecting? I thought that was connected to it. No, I must be hallucinating. This is too much ramen. Well, I guess in a way it does help because I think it keeps it from moving. But I thought, for some reason, I thought I had connected this Maybe, maybe am I thinking of a different kind of bracket? Hold it. I almost feel like we're super close. Because this is a connection here. Right? Like that. Maybe that's what I needed to do. Maybe I do need to raise it up. Or... no! What am I looking for? Do I need an up bracket? Oh. I was so excited too. I was like, I thought I had figured it out. Okay. Aha. That is an up bracket. And this. Aha. I did figure it out. I just had the wrong bracket. Let me see if I have that in white. You need is a strong word. You need to attach an up bracket to the curve. Oh, okay, yeah, thank you. This is why you would be better on Lego Masters than I would. The only value I would bring would be bringing entertainment value as far as mocking the other contestants. Okay, there we go. And then we could put a 2x4 there, and that will lock everything in. Yay! Okay. All right, where's my 2x4? Oh, I can use a tile. Okay, do I not have a 2x4 white tile? What? Okay. We'll use a 2x4 white plate. Okay. Did we do it? Did we do it? I gotta be careful. Like I said, I'm suspended over the table, so. Does it have clutch? Does it have clutch? It has clutch. Yes! That was it. That was it. And we could technically do one here too, and then put this. Yeah, there's room. Look at that. Okay, folks. All right, I'm glad when a plan comes together. You were hoping your local Walmart would get all the second wave video sets in a few months, and they go on clearance, similar to the first wave. Yeah, that was a disaster, wasn't it? It's just, what was Lego thinking when they came up with the bandmates, and that character, that llama character, was just too freaky. Okay, now I have a concern here. It's like off by half a plate. I guess I need another down bracket. A second down bracket. Because you can see it's just off by a half a plate right there. So I need another down bracket. But I think that will make everything in alignment. Let me move these out of the way. Right? Oh no. What am I off by? I'm off by... Oh, it's because it's a snot brick here. Hold up. It's a snot brick with a wedge. Huh. I'm just thinking, does that red piece even need to be there? Because now that we have this, we'll still have a place for the plate to attach. We'll still have a place for this. Okay, I'm thinking this may not be needed. Where's this? So we do have to attach somewhere. So maybe just a standard plate. Or I can reverse this. Or is it still going to be too tall? Yep, it's going to be too tall. Unless I attach it underneath. All the characters in this gig. Yeah, llama, what was with that? Yeah, exactly. Who were the ad wizards who came up with this one? Right? Okay, let's get this back in place. Alright, now these are aligned. And now I need a 2x4 to go there. Right? Or can I just use this plate here? Just make it go down instead of across. Now that cheese wedge was helpful there. So I'm just seeing if there's another way I can attach something. Oops. Yeah, I do think this could still fit in there. Oops. Okay, keep it together, keep it together. It's the problem when you do retrofits, it's kind of like... Alright. Trying to see if I can still put this here, underneath. Will that fit underneath? Or do I need another snot brick? Alright, let's try something else. Okay, we're gonna go back to this. Where's the other white one? Can't be far, I know it's like right here. Anyway, you see where I'm going with this, I think. So that will still stay like that. I have another white one. Where'd the white one go? Where'd it go? Okay, this was back here. Let's make sure we get that back in place, right? Because this was here. Make sure that's all lined up. And then this guy. Alright, so where's my white? Ah, I see it. I see it. It's down here. Alright, so let's see if we're really super close. I can feel it. We're so close. Llamas are trendy. But they were pushing it so hard. I know, that llama dude. It was just kind of like, what were you thinking? Seriously, what were you thinking? Okay, so let's see if we go back to this. Okay, so there is a gap, but that might be fine. That might still be okay as far as clutch power, but how would you fill that gap? I guess you could put another 2 by 2 here. Or am I thinking about, what are those bricks? The ones that have the dual? These guys. I wonder if these would work. But the only problem is you won't have the cheese slope, because that cheese slope makes that. Well, maybe a 1 by 2. Snot. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. Is that in system? So close. So close. It's like that one little bit. Or maybe it's fine. Let me just think about this, because really what's elevated is here on this side. Might still work. Might still work. Because this is intact as one solid piece. Okay. All right, let's see. Like I said, this is like it's a kludge, but you know, when Lego builds something upside down, it doesn't really connect to much. All right. Will this? It's almost like, will this blend? Will this clutch? Or am I still off by like a hair? It's almost as if I need that car piece. A webcam HD? What? Oh god. We got trolls in the house! Alright. Do I need to get rid of you? Mods? Yeah, I think Debo might be a mod, but he hasn't done it in a while. I don't know. Here, let me see. I have to open up another. Hey, Doc, how's it going? We were talking about you and Debo being partners on Lego Masters Season 3. Will it blend? Okay, let me see if I can go into my YouTube studio and get rid of those pesky little webcam HD people. Oh, thank you. Was that you, Debo, who did that? Did you do that? If you did, thank you. It's NSFW. NSFW spam? Okay, I have no idea what NSFW spam is. But thank you, whoever did that. Okay, so hear me out. Maybe this one will work. Because like I said, it's like I feel like we're so close. We're so freaking close. And okay, so that's the right, I think, framing, but will that other piece be in the way? Maybe. So we're retrofitting, by the way, since you just joined, Doc, we're retrofitting this Pigsy's noodle bowl so that it will be on top of the ramen shop. But we're trying to get this to secure down. But since Lego did upside down building, we're trying to right side up the upside down portion to line it up. Let's see if this works. Okay, that does clutch. Doesn't SF, it'll come in a different shaped can. I don't know, maybe. Oh no, is it still off? We're back to the same problem again where it's off by like half a plate. Darn you, Lego! Is there anything that's a 2x2 that's a half a plate? Besides, oh. Well, we tried that already, didn't we, with the bracket? We'll try it again. Will this bracket fit over that? No, that's not gonna work. It's so freaking close. Can you see the difference? It's like a half a plate off. It's annoying. It's annoying as all get out. But it's just this half plate. You fell on your sword. You had to endure the messages and call for a mod. Well, like I said, Debo hasn't been a mod for a while. He's been on vacation. So okay. You see where we're going with this, and it's so freaking close. And I'm trying to think if there's any other way that we can move that out by half a plate so it will line up. But for now, this is secure in the back. So maybe we'll just roll with this for now, and then I'll think on that some other time. Because this should fit in here now. Let's see. Alright, I guess I'll have to line these up first. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we line that up, lift this up, secure this down. Okay, so once I can figure out how to attach this to this using a plate or something, like I said, it would be something like this, then that part would not be falling down. That's the only problem right now. It's falling down. So it's, I'm able to secure it like this, but it's off by half a plate. I know you may not be able to see it, but this is off by half a plate, but it's holding for now. And everything spins, which is awesome. So this whole thing now spins on the top. Oops. Like I said, that little bit is, it's only being held by those two brackets and this one little bit of clutch on the front. But it does hold. So we out west, Devo, need to work on this quick draw, pop, pew pew. Okay, I'm gonna work on this gently, but I have it close to being correct. Okay, so now that we have that, we can reattach the back, I think. No, actually we can't. Not exactly. We would have to put in the axle brick and put that on the back here. And I know I moved that axle brick somewhere, or if not, I'll just grab one. We have two things to add back. We have this, which is the sign. We can take this off because we don't have to put on the turkey anymore. So we have this, and oh, I see, the axle brick is back here. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, I could just grab another one because I don't think I can grab that one off. Yeah, let me just grab another one. It's like I know I had my axle bricks close by. Ooh, okay. Well, we'll hold off on this later then. But an axle brick, you put that right in there. I had a whole stack of axle bricks too. That's why I'm looking around to see if... Where did I put it? Okay. Well, that's minor. That is really minor. So we'll put the sign here. Sign can go back. When I find the axle brick, this is, once again, we'll need a shorter one. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we can replace this with one of those short ones that I had. Because this, oh no, wait a minute. Is that the same size? It's the same size. Okay, I'll just pick a short one. And red will work because it's all red. Yeah. So we just need a small axle brick to connect to that. You were distracted by varmints. We got Elmer Fudd back here. You thought I saw a putty tat? Or no, not a putty tat. A wabbit. I'm thinking I'm mixing my references. Okay. So what I'll do is I will find an axle hole and connect it here. So then that way we have this back again. I'll have to look for those bricks because I could have sworn I had them, but I can see the axle hole, and what we did is we ended up covering the axle when we put those together. Okay, so we can put some of these back. And I'm going to hold that up. And, oops. Yeah, like I said, the clutch on this is really janky. I'm going to have to definitely work on this off stream a little bit more. But at least we got most of it intact. Okay, why is this? Why are you dropping again? Hello? Oh, I see. Let me move this out of the way. That's probably not helping. Okay, I forgot. I can give myself some more room here. Yosemite sound. Axel is playing with Slash. Yeah. I am a AC/DC fan, so I knew the reference. Thank you. Alright, so we are putting the clutch here. Okay, that is back, that is back. And I wonder if this will line up. That does line up. Awesome. Oops. Like I said, it's not being held by much in the back here. And this thing is also... No! I'll work on it some more off stream. I won't bore you with more of this, but like I said, I'm super close. Super close. Guns N' Roses, yes. Oh, Guns N' Roses? No, Axl and Slash? Oh, Axl Rose and Slash the guitars. Oh, sorry, I was thinking AC/DC. Never mind. I like Guns N' Roses too, though. Oh, come on. What happened here? It was so close. Alright, what did I do? I know what has to happen here, but what happened in the back? Oh, there's my axle hole. Oh, I see. Alright. It's the same problem. Essentially, what's being held is just this, in the back. This is the only thing holding it to the top, and this is the only thing holding it to the bottom. So the clutch is very janky, honestly. It needs, actually, what I probably should do is lock it in with a, what do you call it, a inverse slope. Lock those in. But like I said, I'll do that off stream, so you won't have to deal with that. Okay, here we go. Alright, what's happening here? What are you locking on? No! Yeah, this is why people tell me they don't work on MOCs on stream. Because they have an audience. It's like... There we go. Okay. And there we go. That's holding, that's holding. Awesome. This needs to hold with the plate. So anyway, so I'm doing this new thing of retrofits and reworks on Wednesdays for now. But based on what's happened today, I may have to rethink this, because this is definitely, I'm so close to being done, and it's just like, come on. There we go. Yeah, I do know I need to put underneath it some sort of either a boat stud or something so it doesn't keep falling. But it's close. Thanks for hanging out while you watch me struggle with this. But you know, the struggle's real. The struggle is real. Alright. Alright, let's do this again. Wow, I can't believe it's almost 8 o'clock already. You guys have been hanging out with me, watching me struggle with this. Alright, that one's up. And this one is almost there. Alright. Like I said, I'm so close to tearing this apart and putting a boat stud or something underneath this to lock it in. But I kind of have to take my dog out soon, which is why I'm trying not to have to do that. I'm sorry I'm not watching the chat right now. Just this one thing, come on. Come on, you can do it. Clutch. Clutch there. And then clutch here. Alright, what happened there? It's like all of a sudden this got off center. How did that happen? How is that possible? Wow, that is really weird. That is super weird. It's okay. The coat hanger part? I should use the coat hanger part instead? Or is that something you learned? You need to just ride on and pretend it was AC/DC. Okay. Okay. I'll pretend I knew what I was talking about. That's half of how I live my life anyway, pretending I know what I'm talking about. Alright, I don't know what happened. Oh, I see. I put this on off. That's why. Okay. I was gonna say, how could it be off? It was lined up. It was lined up before. Alright, we're close. We are close. Just have this clutch, even though it's off by half. Yeah, I try to keep my dog on a schedule. so that she knows, you know, what time dinner is, what time we go for a walk. We usually go for, you know, I usually feed her around 6:30 and then try to take her for a walk 8, 9-ish. So we're kind of getting close. Okay. I'm not going to touch it anymore. It has clutch power, so I'm going to roll with it. So you can kind of see, in fact, let me see if I can do it this way and move the camera instead of moving this. Let me see if I can move this camera down and around. Okay, so you can see that we have this mounted on the roof. Yay! All right, that's kind of working. And then let me just let go of the camera again. This thing does rotate on the rotator on the bottom. I'm going to be very delicate with this. So it does rotate on the bottom, so we figured that out. This music makes you think of Chocobo. Oh, riding a Chocobo. Oh no, I just dropped it again. It's because I tried to rotate it. Oh well, it was so close. Alright, like I said, it's close. It's very close. You saw it intact once. I have to keep doing the same thing. It's like I have to attach this one bottom part up here, and then attach the bottom, and then make sure the plate is in place. Like I said, I just need to secure it with something, boat studs or inverse curves or something to make it work. All right, okay, all right. We're not gonna fuss with it anymore. But I think one thing that will happen is that I will have to rearrange how things are attached here. As you can see, it's just kind of janky, but it's not bad. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that. So, anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Let me go back to full screen again. If you like this stream, like and subscribe. As I mentioned, big news, LEGO Master Season 3 is accepting applications. If you're interested, Debo's taking names as far as people who want to pair up with him. I think we need to come up with fan shirts, and we're going to say Debotees. So we are Debotees, and it's going to say we are Debo. Deebo, and on the back it'll say brick it good. We're gonna have to talk Debo about putting those t-shirts together and getting some merch for you. And then what we'll do is we'll wear them at a con, and then people will ask, what are you talking about? Brick it good. In fact, you better lock that in, Debo. I would, if I were you, I would start using the hashtag brick it good, and then, you know, do some kind of, I don't know, challenge or something, just saying it, brick it good, and then that way it'll be yours. And then when people ask, what do you mean, we have a bunch of people attending cons, and we're fans of Debo. And that in a way is kind of how Moto got on too, because there's a lot of fans of Moto. So what happens is that when people put in their applications, here's another tip, people. If you're going to apply, there's a section in the application that says if you could not participate with your current partner, who would you put on there? Or who else would you want to build with? So put Debo's name on there, and that way he keeps showing up on everybody's apps, and then we'll get him on the show. Don't tell Sid I took the airship for a ride. Debo, let me know if you need a goof to help you build. Okay. Also, please join the BioLug and Bionicle Lug. Okay, yeah. And follow Brickanista on Twitter. Thank you. Yes, so I'm going to start using Twitter now on a more regular basis. I've had a Twitter account for my 1,000 Cranes business for a long time. I set up the Brickanista one, I think, when I first became the Brickanista, to lock in the name, and I kind of tweeted every now and then, but Lena and I spent some time today. Thank you, by the way, Lena, for your time, for training me on that. So expect some more tweets from me. I try to update things on the Discord server too, especially today. I started a little bit later. I usually start at 5 on Wednesdays. I might move it to 6 because this might actually work out better. And thanks for the free promo. Hey, like I said, Debo, go ahead and build something and just use the hashtag BrickItGood, or just BrickItGood, and then that way it's yours. That's what I would do. In fact, go to any of your Instagram, go to your Galactus one and put that in there. You'll look into the biolog. Yeah. I think it'd be great to see you on the show, because I think you'd be great. And then I'll do the review with Yano, and we'll mock you and the other contestants. So anyway, we don't mock. We actually say very kind things. I'm just being really facetious right now and playful. But anyway, thanks again for tuning in. If you like the stream, please like and subscribe. And once again, there's a couple other things that LEGO's doing. I am doing the daily brick limit just based on these 10 principles that LEGO has put out as part of the COP, the Conference of Parties, I think is the name of it, COP26 in Glasgow. It's going from October 31st to November 12th. And they put out these building instructions about climate change and things that we can do to try to improve our world. So I've been doing 3 builds per principle, and then I'm following the daily brick limit because there's 30 days in the month of November. It all worked out. The stars aligned, and we're working on that. So check that out too. Hashtag daily brick limit. If you want to follow along, take a look. I've posted the 10 principles that LEGO put out for environmental change, and I'm doing my daily brick limit. So I did builds 1, 2, and 3. I'll start on the next principle tomorrow for 4, 5, and 6. So feel free to check that out as well. So anyway, I hope you had a good time. Thank you for helping me as I was struggling with this retrofit. But once I get this secured, like I said, I'm going to turn this upside down, put some boat studs in, secure that, and it'll be much better. And figure out how I can overcome that half plate problem. But anyway, Debo could be your catchphrase if you just yell it. Yeah, I think we should. I think every con we go to, if whether Debo is there or not, I think we should just be wearing these Debo shirts, and maybe we have Debo Brick It Good and have a picture of Galactus on it. So that's kind of also your thing, right? And then make sure you have the video of you and Galactus in the car seat when you submit your application, because I think that will be hilarious. It'll make you stand out, if nothing else. But anyway, thanks again. And you're listening to the Brickanista Broadcast Network here on YouTube. I will be back tomorrow for Thrifty Thursday at 9 p.m. So yes, buonanotte, buonanotte, good night, o yasminasai, however you say it in whatever language you're in. And you're listening to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Debo, Lena, Doc was here, and Joel was here, I think, for a little bit, and also Zach Martinez, everybody who was here to hang out with me. Thank you so much. It was great, and it was, wow, 2 hours just like flew right by. So thanks again, and Debo, let's get you on the show. Let's do this. Anyway, take care, everybody, and may the clutch be with you. Take care. Bye.